Hi there, it's Mama Kelly. And remember, I love you and that this world's a better place with you in it. You ready to get started with today's video? Because I am awesome. A little bit less, in your face now. I know my last video was really long, and I thank you to everybody who watched all the way through or most of it. I appreciate it. There was a lot of different stuff in it, and I'm going to try to make this one a lot shorter. So one thing we started doing in the last video was we made the hummingbird food. So I realized that a lot of my hummingbird feeders had broken, so I needed new ones. So I went yesterday when I went to my doctor's appointment, and I went to a place called Fleet Farm. I don't know if all of you know what that is, but it's kind of like a, I don't know, it does have clothes and stuff, but it's like, I'm trying to think of, it's like a mix between, I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling again. That's why my videos end up being so long. It's just got like tractor stuff, but then it still has clothes, and it has a little bit of food, and it's just got a little bit of everything. They say if you can't find it at Fleet Farm, then you don't need it. That's like whatever. It's a Man's Mall or something like that. But anyway, I ended up finding like the best feeders ever, because usually hummingbird feeders are red and like yellow or red and white, and I found this baby. Look at, okay, one thing, okay, purple's my favorite color. So now that I like Nike, Garfield, Diet Coke, and purple's my favorite color. Look at all the things you know about me already, and we're only on like the 5th or 6th video. Okay, so then look at this one too. It's beautiful. Only thing I gotta do with this one is figure out how I'm gonna hang it, because it didn't come with a chain. And then there was this one, I went out of my comfort zone. It's blue, but it's got like pretty little, whatever. My hummingbirds are like, woo, they're gonna be chubby. Okay, but then this is an old one. I don't even honestly know that I'm gonna fill this one. I gotta see if I have a place to hang it. But they get faded out. This used to be like a red color, believe it or not. And then these were like yellow, I think. And it just fades. I also bought a new, I have a bunch of these. When we get outside, you'll see them. I have a bunch of these suet cakes. That's what I showed you in the last video, that go in here. Woodpeckers love them. Cardinals love them. Blue jays love them. Just brings in a lot of different birds to your feeders. So yeah, and then I don't know like if you guys know about feeders or not, but Orioles like grape jelly and oranges, or they like other stuff too, but that's what I feed them. So there's these feeders, and this looks really like generic, right? These are, I cleaned them up. I didn't buy new ones because they want like $14 for this. What? No, I'll just keep using the old ones. This other one's really old and it's all discolored, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, look at how easy this is. Literally, I'll do this one right now, is you take off the cover of the jelly, and look at that. And then when I get outside, I'll squeeze it a little bit so that the jelly starts coming out the holes, and voila, you have an Oriole feeder. Usually I take this label off. I'm not gonna really worry about it right now. So, okay, so then we gotta fill some of these hummingbird feeders. This one I liked because it had a really easy way to put the food in. So I have this little funnel. I don't know where I got it from. Oh, it's Tupperware. Tupperware is always good. You gotta love Tupperware. And then this is the food that I made the other day. And then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make a mess is what I'm gonna do. Just make a mess everywhere. But obviously you just fill this up. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do off camera. I'm gonna fill all of these, maybe not this one. And then, I forgot about this big bad boy. This is not for obviously hummingbird food, but it's for like thistle seed, or this side would be good for just regular old wild bird food. So we'll again fill that up when we get outside. So, okay. And I want to thank you guys, because When I say I had a bad night, it's an understatement. It was horrific. And being able to come on here and like talk to you guys is going to make it a lot better. It's just giving me a purpose, and I appreciate that very much. So I just wanted to add that in there. Okay. All right. This one I had to tip upside down to fill. I found an old keychain in my junk drawer. Like, who doesn't have a junk drawer? If you don't have a junk drawer, I don't know, number one, I envy you. Number two, I'm hoping that you can come to my house and help me, because I have many junk drawers. Anyway, I found in a junk drawer an old like keychain thing. This one has two parts and just screws on. It's upside down right now, obviously. Anyway, and I took the quick tip. Okay, I took the little chain thing off of it, and I'm gonna see if that'll work until I can get a better solution. So, okay, so we're outside. It is a absolutely gorgeous morning. In fact, as soon as the dew is off the lawn, I'm gonna try to mow the lawn a little bit. The dogs have a grooming appointment today. 2 of them do, and then 2 do tomorrow. So I got to do that, and then I got to walk Bentley. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna be cutting grass today. That looks, if the weather stays as it is. But anyway, a couple things before you hate on me for my deck. When we bought this house, like a long time ago, they told us it was one of the lumber was one of those. I don't know, like it doesn't just, I don't know, it doesn't go bad or whatever. I don't know what lumber does. Anyway, so this deck was supposed to be made out of the good stuff. Well, what we learned is that it stains very quickly, and for some reason it attracts like, I don't know what it is, like mold or pollen. I don't know, not pollen for sure, because the pollen is yellow and we don't get a lot of that, but it's like more like a greenish stuff. So sometimes we power wash it and it looks better, but it's like ready to fall down, and we're gonna eventually put a whole new deck on. We're gonna redesign it and make it nicer, but it's a pretty decent deck. I mean, hey, some people don't even have a deck, so I'm happy that I have a deck. See how I'm rambling? Let me go and show you my bird feeders and what we're about to do. Okay, I'm turning you around. Can you see them? Okay, so there's all of those. Up there, there's some, and then food, and over here. Don't mind that. That is a shop vac hose that I'm going to be in big shit trouble for, because Finn ate it off the shop vac that was left outside. So good to know. Good to know. All right. So the next time you see me, we're going to be filling bird feeders. We're going to start with the Orioles. Here I am. See? Hi, we're back again. Okay, so we're going to just do 1 or 2 together, and then we'll jump on to something else. This one is their favorite. It is so dirty. I will wash this, but for today's video and to get them out, we're just gonna put them out. So for this one, there's 2 spikes here, and we just need to cut an orange in half. They love oranges. And then you just stick them on the spikes. I'll turn it in a second, like that. Okay, then there's this little jar thing here. I've got some more grape jelly. I go through so much grape jelly and oranges. It is unbelievable, but the birds are beautiful. If you don't know what an Oriole is, the males are a bright orange and the females are a brown color, but they're just beautiful. So I shove this full of grape jelly. They go through so much. I just right now want to attract them here. So lots of globbies, oh no, that's not for you, Oliver. Oliver almost got some jelly out of the Oriole. Oliver, what do we know about Oliver? Oliver is a food hound. Okay, so that's it. So this one's done. Again, don't look at it, it's pretty dirty, but I promise I'm going to show you the birds that I'm going to get with that. And then remember, if you watched my last video, which if you haven't, you need to get your butt back there and watch it. I know it's long, but it's worth it. So I'm going to fill these 4 containers with jelly, and then they just go in here like this. So I'm gonna do that. And then this one is the last one. You just cut another orange in half and stick it on the spikes and hang it, okay? And then we have just the jelly by itself, which is this one. So yes, I have to have a lot of hooks because I have all these feeders. Hold on a minute, I need a, I'm parched. Okay, without falling, I'm gonna turn you off till we get to it, the other. Okay, so real quick, I filled one, I know I said I'd show you how I filled the other ones. I filled one little feeder with some just regular food. Because there's this little bitty baby little finch looking bird that like keeps coming around, and it's like, bitch, I don't eat grape jam or oranges. Where's my food? So I decided while we're waiting, I hate to make them wait because obviously it really wants some food. I filled up one, okay? So that's my explanation, but I promise you when I do the rest, I'll bring you back. And we'll also show them all hanging. Okay, so I have a lot of bird feeders to fill, and if you don't know anything about birds, they all like different things. So I have songbird food that really gets the cardinals coming in, which I love cardinals, and same with sunflower seed, they like both. Woodpeckers like sunflower seeds, finches, everybody. So I'm gonna fill each bird feeder with different stuff. Oh, and then we have thistle seed, which if you don't know, it's like a tiny little baby little seed, and that is for the little tiny birds, okay? So I'm gonna fill up a bunch of these, and then you have your suet holders. Like this one does both. This one I'll put just regular bird food in, which is like a wild bird food, and then I'll put 2 suet cakes on the end. So they all have different attractions to different birds, so that way you get more birds of different colors, different shapes, different sizes, which, as you know, I love everyone in all of different shapes, sizes, and so it kind of just fits that all my birds would be different, right? Okay, so when I'm all done and I have them all hung up, I'll show them to you. But I already have birds. My little bird that I made that other one for, he's here, he's right there. I'll try to get you some pictures with birds in a little bit, okay? Okay, so here we are. This is how it works. It goes all the way. There's one there. Bunch. All for different kinds of birds. Lots of suet cakes. A suet log. Oh, look. There was just a bird. I scared it away. Okay, so there's my flag. And then if we come over here, this is where I put the hummingbird feeders. And what I normally do when it gets a little bit warmer here, because I'm still afraid of a frost, is I will put, this pot will be just big flowers, which the hummingbirds love. And then I'll put a bunch more flowers around it, and they will be attracted to that. They also like to have some place to perch. That's why I put them next to this bush. So the hummingbirds can sit and perch there, go up and eat, and come back. I guess if that makes sense. So yeah, isn't she pretty? Perfect. Okay, I was gonna show you the dogs. Hey, guess who gets their haircut today, Oliver? Yeah, Oliver. My dog's listening great. He found something and he's chewing on it. That's Winston. So we got Winston, long-haired Dotson, Oliver, long-haired Dotson, but I do get the haircut shorter in the summer. And then there's Finn. Hey, Finn. He's a beast. Aren't you a beast? A good beast, though. And then we've got Kira. She's just a sweet old girl. Yes, aren't you? Okay, Finn, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I haven't taken that shower today. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. I just wanted to talk a minute. I had a very bad night. And I guess what I want to talk about is how you can choose to let that ruin your next day, or you can just have a positive attitude. Sometimes that's really hard. Today it's really hard for me. But I guess I got up early and I spent some time with my animals. And the other thing I enjoy, which you guys just saw, is filling the bird feeders. And there's something about just sitting in a chair, literally later in the year, or like in a month or so, I'll be able to like sit in a chair really close to those feeders, and the birds will just come in, and they're beautiful little creatures. And so I guess find your happy, find your birds, find your dogs, whatever that is. It could be reading, or you know, taking a bubble bath, and you know, lighting a candle or something like that. So again, it's about mindset, and you just got to find things that'll distract you from whatever the problem is. The problem may not go away, and it may get worse and may get better, but you've gotta, if you don't have a positive attitude, you're not putting 100% into it. You're putting, you know, 50% into it, or no percent into it. I guess you can feel like a quitter, or you can be tough. And I just want you to be tough, okay? Because there's nothing that you can't overcome if you really try. Bad things happen sometimes, and that's just life. That's life. It wouldn't be the same without that. So Finn and I are going to say goodbye for this video, and remember that we love you. Right, Finn? Say, I love you. Roof, roof, roof. And that we really believe, truly in our deepest hearts, that this world is a better place with you in it. Right, Finn? Tell them. Oh, you're just going to give me more kisses? Everybody needs a Finn that gives them kisses. Bye. Oh, I can't read. Shit, fuck. I gotta get up here.